Guys, crypto is on fire. If you're looking for a time to get in, if you're looking for a time to stop your research and take your dive, that time is right now. Wow. So look, we're looking at the markets. I want to give you a brief update of what the reason I think this is such a good time right now. You look at the market, it started to spike over the last couple weeks. Yesterday, it started to go a little bit insane. But what's funny is it's in the face of all kind of government funds. They're trying the infrastructure bill. They're trying to be able to tax this. They're trying to be able to charge people who want to make transactions as brokers and all kind of crazy stuff. They're just putting bad words and bad feelings over crypto's head. What's weird, first of all, about that, there's one legislator that sticks out in my head who is in favor of crypto and wants to get rid of the bad text. Ted Cruz. Who in the hell would think, does anybody even like that guy? I'm not even sure his own family does. Like, it's so wild. Ted Cruz is in favor of it. But besides all that, so we have that going on. We have the government trying to drop everything. We have COVID. I don't know if I'm even allowed to say that on here. We have the thing happening right now. It's starting to pick up again, or at least they're saying it in the news. The news is saying it's picking up again. We'll see. Who knows how many comorbidities you got to have to really call it that death. But anyway, that's happening. And then, but what's beautiful about it is when you look at the market doing this over the past week or two, and especially yesterday, it really turned up sharp, and the day before. Crypto is ignoring that stuff. They're ignoring the FUD. They're not even wondering what the government's going to do. They're pounding their money in. And that is a great sign. When that happens, you go up and you have to realize what you have going on before you just go straight to the moon, right? So I'm going to explain really briefly the training part of the trading part and how this go up, come down, go up. It's important to know. Okay, so when you're a trader and you're a big investor, you look at it this way. You have a price where your prices go to and it bounces off that. Boom, boom. It keeps hitting this price. It can't seem to get over this price. Whatever this imaginary price is, it's the price that people think, corporations think is the real value of whatever the product is they're buying. Mentally, they're saying, I can't imagine paying more than this price. So the price can come, it can go up and it'll bump into this price and it might pull back I don't think it's true. I don't think it's worth it yet. What they're saying is, I don't think if I pay more than that price that I'm going to make money because I have no proof that it's worth more. And they're not going to come in and buy top dollar. So the price goes back down a little bit. That imaginary line, that price point, acts as what they call a resistance. Like you can't get past that. But when you bump it a couple times and you start to keep pushing at it, it feels like it sort of gives way and then you break through. When you break through, what do you think? Okay, we got through this imaginary $40,000, whatever it was, Bitcoin, if we're using that as the example. We broke through 40. Now we can just go to 100,000, right? Wrong. Because now you got through. Now the industry has told the buyers, the investors, okay, Bitcoin is probably worth more than $40,000. But people don't come in and jump in to deep water. They don't care how high the price can go. It can go to 100 grand, that's great. But what they want is the assurance of knowing where the bottom is. They want to know, if I get in, I can go all the way up. I'm cool. Let's go up as high as we can. That's all the money I make. But risk mitigation. How far do I fall if the bottom falls out? That's more important. How much can I lose versus how much can I win is the amount of risk, the risk tolerance, or a million other ways to express it. That's what makes people want to get in when they know where the bottom is. So what we have now is crypto took off yesterday, right? It went straight up. Let's look at the whole market cap. The market cap, a couple of weeks ago I had a video. The market cap was 1.25 trillion. That's trillion with a T. Yesterday, it ticked over $2 trillion. So it gained roughly $0.8 trillion in like a week, 2 weeks, whatever it was. That's a huge influx of money, man. And if that doesn't sound good, oh, it gained 0.8, but you're not looking at the T. What that is $800 billion has come into the industry in the midst of all of this FUD, in this pandemic picking back up, and the government trying to regulate, the government trying to find ways to tax it, sticking it in bills and infrastructure. What's it got to do with infrastructure? Fix my roads. That's infrastructure. In the midst of all of that, crypto boom. What that's saying is we are ready to go. Industry money is ready to go. Buyers' confidence is up. The fear and greed index is back at a good spot. Everybody's ready to release the hounds. What we need to do first is what's happening today. After that market hit 2.05 trillion or whatever it was yesterday, now it's down to 1.9, almost right on the dot right now. Good. That's great, because what that does is we hope we don't go down far. We want to check it pretty close to that. But what that does is we broke through that imaginary barrier and we come down to test. Then we want to go up from there. What that does is that tells the big money, hey, there's no upside. There's no end to the upside. But the floor is only right here because we checked it. We turned what was initially a resistance into a support. Now it's supporting people's, we can't go any lower than this. It's like when you walk into the ocean, you don't drop yourself in the middle of the Mariana Trench. Is it Mariana? Whatever the deepest part of the ocean is. You don't want to drip yourself right in there. You want to walk out from the beach, right? Where you eventually work your way down because you're on the ground. Most people, when they get to the edge of that ground where the beach tapers off and then it just kind of disappears, who wants to go there? You don't know where the floor is. You don't know how deep it is. So that's what we're looking at. You have to know where the ground is for institutional money, big companies, people who are smart investors. They want to know where that ground is before they get in. We're exactly at that spot. And if you look at industries, there are so many industries in crypto that are booming right now, that are floating Bitcoin. Like there's other industries that I think are holding Bitcoin up now. Bitcoin usually picks everybody up because the money goes in there first, then it goes to the other big market cap coins, then it goes to smaller market cap coins, then it goes to the baby market cap coins. Now Bitcoin's it's not growing at the speed that a lot of these other Ethereum based coins and NFTs and DeFi, like finance, those guys are booming. Okay, I'm talking, depending on where this stops, where our little dip stops, and we establish a new support now that was resistance before, the upside is tremendous. There are our all-time high market cap, I think, was 2.5 trillion. So another 200, 300 billion away we were when we stopped this little uptrend. All we have to do is get back to that. After that, we're in clear skies again. So it's called price discovery mode. There is no more lines on the chart to block us. So we're going to start creating and figure out where we go from there. That upside can be huge. So we have to keep an eye on it. We have to get ready. If you've been holding back and saying, where do I want to come in? Right here. If you've been holding back and saying, I need to see a little bit more. I didn't trust it before, or I've got in a little bit, but I have a little bit of more money to the side. I have a little more money. I want to put it in whenever things start looking good again, when it gets to the all-time high again. That's a bad time to wait till you're in all-time high. Come in now, right in the middle of a dip. In everybody's rules, you buying the red and you're selling the green. Like, so you're gonna be making more money getting in now than you will be when this turns around again, probably tomorrow, and starts to go back up. And maybe that's the one. Maybe that's the one that carries us into the stratosphere. You don't want to miss that and get into that too late. All right, again, these high 90s, 100-degree days, even when I stop in the house, I can't stop sweating. With the AC on, the fan is running to augment it. It's insane out here. I hope you're enjoying where you are. I hope you're enjoying the day. This market is crazy exciting, and I'm hoping everybody hops in or dumps in a little bit more right now so we can all make some money. And have a good day.